this week on a brand new episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast.
But let me tell you something about Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen does these shenanigans that he's been doing since college because Grayson Allen feels to himself he's not good enough to compete with these guys straight up. That's why he do it. And I'm gonna tell you what else.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sport podcast in all the land.
True.
I'm trying to make sure you're awake over there, bro. I said in all the land.
True.
Alright, just making sure. Man, we are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoat, no biases, only the strong arm truth. This happens to be the first time you guys have watched our show here on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels. I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K Spade the Prospect. That's me.
And I'm your boy, Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade!
Yes, sir.
Spade, you was a little depressed this week, bro. Some things happened, and you were so depressed that you changed your name on Twitter to K Spade the Baseball Fan.
Go Braves!
You know we don't watch no baseball. But you guys didn't know something happened. Something happened this week that had the homie K Spade in his bag. He was upset. He was depressed. He actually said he don't like basketball anymore. You guys don't know? Talking about Demarcus Cousins. Demarcus Cousins, Boogie Cousins, the guy that I consider, if not the best, one of the top two best centers in the league when he's healthy, signed a 1-year deal with the Golden State Warriors. And Spade was a little bit perturbed.
I was.
Spade.
Yes.
Boogie Cousins.
Yes.
1-year deal.
Yes.
Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
Talk to your boy. Why did that signing right there make you become a baseball fan?
Well, for one, turns out the Braves might be pretty good now. So I might be back on board. But I mean, for obvious reasons,
bro,
man.
They still call themselves the Atlanta Braves. They don't play in Atlanta.
Well, they
playing like Gainesville or somewhere.
They in Cobb County now. They the Cobb County Braves. But for obvious reasons, I was a little upset with Boogie because I just felt like, look, I'm a Boogie fan, right? LeParis, I don't feel like I even have to say that. That's well documented here on this show. We both are fans of the guy. But this was 100% an emotional move. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it for Boogie being this emotional. And I don't like it because you giving the best. Listen, the best team in the league gets better every damn year, bro. They won 73 games, and then they replaced Harrison Barnes with Kevin Durant. And then they won back-to-back championships, and they replaced JaVale McGee with Demarcus Cousins. Like, that pisses me off, bro. But my anger was really with Boogie. Boogie said, I didn't get no offers, so I just picked up the phone, and I called the GM of the Warriors, and I asked them to sign me. First of all,
time out.
It was the second damn day.
Allegedly, hold up, Spade. Allegedly, he called the Lakers first.
And what was said?
It's been, and
I don't believe that because the Lakers called him. But go ahead.
Yeah, the reports was that the Lakers, for whatever reason, didn't bust a move, and then Boogie was like, "Okay, watch this," and he picked up the phone and called the Warriors.
That's an emotional move. But first of all, I don't know. I can't confirm nor deny. I wasn't there, but it was reported that the Pels and the Lakers had reached out to Boogie to start some form of negotiations. All right, that means whatever the Pels offered him, he wasn't interested in. Whatever the Lakers offered him, he wasn't interested in. Then he came back and said he got no offers. That's obviously a lie. He probably didn't get any of the offers that he felt like he deserved. But listen, he's coming off of a big-time injury for a big man that's even worse. Anybody get this Achilles injury, you looking at him sideways, you don't know if he's going to be the same person coming back. Every time, I'm going to tell you what I hate, LeParis. Everybody go, oh, this is modern medicine, and we've seen guys come back from this injury and be the same person. We really haven't. We've seen one guy come back from this injury and be the same person, and that was Dominique Wilkins, who isn't 7 foot tall, 260, or whatever the hell Boogie is. He wasn't that big of a guy. Boogie's not the most athletic. Like, if you look at his game, he's skilled. He's got a skill set, but he ain't super explosive. He ain't DeAndre Jordan with it, all right? So once you see that and you think about that Achilles injury, you question whether or not he's going to lose some athleticism from his already minuscule athleticism. You got to wonder about offering him a big-time contract. But, LaParis, let's back up. Before Boogie got hurt, he was a red flag for teams. In case y'all don't know, they call this guy a coach killer. He got a terrible attitude. He's a locker room cancer. And these aren't my words. These are the things that's being said about Demarcus Cousins in this league. He's a coach killer. He's a locker room cancer. And for that reason, it already wasn't a lot of teams buying in because of that. Then you're going to throw in on top of those two things, a big man coming back off an Achilles injury. You're damn right the offers was going to be low. And he says, nobody made me offers. It was just the second day. It's just the second day. Dwight Howard's still out there. Dwight Howard coming off, a really good season. Probably one of his better seasons statistically, especially if you're going to look at the way he shot the ball from mid-range. That was Dwight Howard's best mid-range shooting season since he's been in the league, and he still ain't got no calls yet. I mean, he's talked around, but nothing enough for him to put his name on the dotted line. Brooklyn ready to buy him out of his contract.
It's reported after the buyout that Dwight will sign with the Wizards now.
Yeah, but that came after this though. I'm talking about at the time of this
point with Boogie.
Yeah, I'm glad I should have specified. But at the time that Boogie was in his feelings, Dwight Howard was still floating around out there too, and he ain't coming off no injury. So I don't like. Also, let me back up again. At the end of the regular season, it's reported that the Pels offered him a deal. Do you have the details of that deal they offered? Because I think it was 2 years, $40 million. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Let me look.
Yeah, look at it. I could be wrong, but I think they offered him a 2-year, $40 million deal, and he said, no thanks, I'm going to kind of bet on myself. And then when he got back to negotiation time, the Pels was like, we don't want to offer you that no more. Like, we pulled that deal off the table. I'm going to tell you what I feel like it was about.
It's a Demarcus Cousins rejected Pelicans 2-year, $40 million deal.
2 years, $40 million. At the end of the season, he was hurt. He was hurt at the end of the season, and they offered him that.
Yeah, so they expected him. They said that the earliest Boogie would come, the earliest, and this is being optimistic, is December. But we expect in January, February. But go ahead.
Okay. So, for whatever reason, Boogie decided he was going to bet on himself, whatever. I'm going to tell you what I honestly feel like this is about. When he got calls from the Lakers and the Pels, which was reported, I'm not making this up, when he got calls from both of those teams, I feel like both of those teams probably offered him somewhere in the neighborhood that Golden State offer was in. Boogie felt like, you know what, I'm better than that. I'm not going to take that deal. I'm going to wait. And then when the second day rolled around and nobody else called, probably, I don't know this, LaParis, this is me speculating, I believe some GMs around the league pretty cool with each other, bro. I mean, look at the league. The damn players are cool with each other. It's not far-fetched to believe the GMs are cool with each other. I imagine a couple of GMs probably got on the phone like, hey, y'all reached out to Boogie? How'd that go? Hey, man, Boogie tripping. Boogie feel like he's deserving of this, and this, and we ain't going to offer him that. And I think he didn't get any other calls because the notion was put out that Boogie had probably turned down 2 fair offers from the Pels and the Lakers. Even the GM of the Golden State Warriors, who Boogie called, first of all, why the hell does Boogie have the GM of the Golden State Warriors phone number in his damn phone? But that's neither here nor there. Even that guy said they had not reached out to Boogie because they didn't think they could afford him. So when Boogie called and was like, I'll take the mid-level exception, that guy was like, holy shit, okay, let's do it. If Boogie had called any team in the league and said, I'll take a 1-year mid-level exception, he'd have had 30 offers. He'd have had 30 offers. But I just felt like that was an emotional move. The rumor came out that Anthony Davis didn't want him back. I don't know if that's true, but the rumor is the reason why that 2-year, $40 million deal was taken off the table is because the Pels reached out to AD, and AD was like, I don't know if I want y'all to use our assets like that. Like, he's a locker room cancer. He don't laugh at any other jokes. I'm cracking my best jokes. He over there with that damn scowl on his face, and I don't want him back. And the Pels obviously want to keep AD. That's another question mark they got to address in the future. It was like, whoa, if AD don't want Boogie, he got to go. He's got to go. Boogie felt emotional and said, how can I get back at everybody for not being my friend? I'll go join forces with the evil empire. And that just pissed me off. I wanted more from Boogie, bro. That's all I'm going to say. I wanted more from him.
The NBA is trash, bro. Like, look at this. Look at this. Go Boogie to Golden State, bro. And people gonna say, "Oh, he's coming off an Achilles injury." I've been listening to a lot of sports talk, and everybody been saying, "Oh, he's gonna give them 20 minutes a night. He's gonna contribute. He's gonna lead them to another, not lead them, but help them win another title." Yeah, he's going to help them win another title, play his little 20-25 minutes. He's going to help them win another title, and then he's going to be setting it up for him to have a big year, a big payday the next year. But, Spade, this is so trash, and I already know Thug going to be in the comment section, Sam going to be in the comment section. Those Golden State fans are going to be like, we just hating. But this right here is absurd. This ain't fair, man. Like, why are we even watching the season? Why watch the season? Golden State, Spade, we said it way back when on this show. Golden State, if everything stay intact, and this was before they had KD.
Yep.
We said if everything stay intact with Golden State and everybody stay healthy, Golden State can be on the verge of a dynasty. We didn't see anybody dethroning them. I think, if I remember correctly, we said 6, 7, 8 years they can win it.
Long.
You add a guy like a Boogie, even if it is for 1 year. This is not fair. Who's going to dethrone this team?
5 All-Stars, LePage. 5 All-Stars in their starting 5.
Come on, man. This is absurd, man. So if Clay is off, you got Steph. If Steph and Clay is off, you got KD. If all three of them are off, regardless how people feel about Draymond is capable of giving you a game. You be like, damn, look at Draymond. Mm-hmm. Remember that game? I think was it game 7 against the Cavs? Maybe when the Cavs won it. All them dudes was non-existent. Draymond was out there hooping. Yeah, he was out there hooping. We was like, I remember us being in a party, and I was like, yo, Draymond won it. I don't know where the rest of his teammates at, but Draymond won it. Now, if Draymond is even off, and he Draymond isn't the most amazing shooter, but we already know what we get.
He can catch fire
from Draymond.
Yeah, he can catch fire.
But now you add a Demarcus Cousins that really don't, he can rest. Like if he come back in December, January, February, Boogie Cousins isn't gonna. It's gonna pretty much be established where they at ranking wise, like standing wise. So they're gonna use Boogie they're gonna play him to probably get in shape, get his feet wet, see how he fit in with the squad, and they're probably gonna unleash this guy during the playoffs. Who's dethroning these guys without Boogie? Now you add Demarcus Cousins. Come on, man. This is not fair. What is the NBA doing? What is going on? The NBA stopped Chris Paul from being a Laker way back when. But you're going to allow Boogie Cousins to join, like you said, the evil empire? Come on, man. Yeah. This is terrible. This is terrible. And Spade, I said it on the last show. I didn't know it would be to this extent for a guy like a Demarcus Cousins. But I said, I bet you see players take these little 1-2 year deals, but 1 year, $5 million. If Boogie would have been like, yo, I'll take the mid-level exception to prove that my Achilles, that I'm back being me. Mm-hmm. Like you said, 30 teams would have been on the horn with Boogie.
30 teams.
And Boogie didn't get as many calls because people don't have money. But if you saying you want to take the mid-level, everybody would have been on the horn.
Yep.
I don't get it, man.
Yep.
I don't understand what's going on in the NBA, man. And the crazy thing, this is a great segue into our next topic. I really want to know.
But wait. Before we go, I got one other thing I want to throw out there. This could end up being dangerous for Demarcus Cousins. I'm going to tell you something that was weird. They said that...
I don't think so, Spade, but go ahead. I'll let you
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Now, the good news is this. Boogie don't have to rush to get back. I'm not expecting him to be on the court till around the All-Star break, just like when he was traded to New Orleans the first year. He was, he showed up there obviously after the All-Star break, and he averaged 24 points a game. 24 points a game. Everywhere he's been, if he hasn't been option 1, he was 1B. Like, you got to understand, even in New Orleans, he wasn't option 2. He was 1B. So he's going to show up. He's going to be healthy. They probably going to be top 3 seed in the West easy, even if they just coasting. And it's a foregone conclusion they probably going to win a ring. But the way Demarcus Cousins handles being option 3 or 4 We've never seen that. The way he acts in their locker room, we haven't seen that. Now, keep in mind, LaParis, the Golden State Warriors said no thanks to Dwight Howard because they said they don't know if Dwight Howard fits with their locker room from a personality perspective. Hey, those same question marks exist for Boogie.
Nah.
This could blow up in his face.
This is different, Spade.
Why you think that?
This is different.
Why you think?
I'm going to tell you why it's different. I agree. First of all, I agree with your point. Boogie in Sacramento, attitude problem down there in the Pelicans. Even when he first got there, they, you know, Boogie being Boogie because he was one. This is winning is the best revenge. And Boogie, I think he signed up for this, and I think attitude. Now Boogie next year, wherever he land, old Boogie gonna be back. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
But this year, I think Boogie about to be like. Man, I think he about to be cool as an AC breeze, bro.
We'll see.
I'm telling you.
We'll see. It's hard to cut off. It's hard to cut off you. He's been that guy for a long time.
They're going to be. It's going to be like playing for Team USA back then when him and Steph and Draymond and KD and all of them was on that team a few years ago. They're going to be cooling. I'm telling you.
We'll see. And you might be right. You might be right, but I'm gonna tell you.
Now I'm not saying Boogie ain't going to get any text.
I ain't talking about
just
that, though.
In him.
Yeah, I mean, he going to do that. That ain't even up for debate.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
okay,
I think it's a possibility that Golden State can be kicking ass and taking names, and Boogie going to be walking around with the shit face because he only got X amount of takes. I think that's a possibility.
I think it's going to all be about winning. And even Spade, I don't think Boogie averages 20 points. I don't think he averages 20.
Well, but no way.
If Boogie getting 15, he getting 15, 20 minutes. I don't even think Boogie expects to go in there and be playing big minutes. I think he's going to play 20, 25 minutes. And in 20, 25 minutes, Boogie could probably get 15 points, 9 rebounds, and I think to win a ring and be like, yeah, look, I'm a champion, and it's a lot of dudes that's not champions, I think Boogie going to be cool as an AC breeze. And then the following year, people going to be like, the following year, Boogie going to be right back to being Boogie.
Okay, you might be right.
He's going to be like playing with Team USA.
One more fun fact, then we'll move on. Let me see this right here. Boogie shot 47% from the field this past season in New Orleans, which is okay. I mean, it's pretty good. He's a big, so those numbers aren't astronomical, but that's solid. He shot 47% from the field, 35% from three. And that number alone was good enough for him to get 25 points per game. JaVale McGee converted 62% of his field goals, and that got him 5 points a game. Man. So what I'm saying is, okay, we'll see. I don't think he get no 15 points.
You are 100% correct. I'm not. We ain't even talk basketball wise, bruh. You know how many open looks Boogie about to get now? Like, this is about to be crazy.
Yeah.
We ain't even talk about scheme wise and Boogie pulling threes. He was pulling threes in New Orleans like crazy last year.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't even get to discuss any of that. He about to be wide open.
You heard it here first, LaParis. It is not safe to assume that Boogie's going to fit in and that team is not going to miss a beat. You heard it here first. Bro, remember this.
Bro, I hope you right because I don't want nothing like this to ever happen again. I hope you right. This has ruined the NBA. This stuff has ruined the NBA. Everybody want to be a Warrior now. Why nobody wanted to be a Warrior when Baron Davis and them was out there hooping?
Because it wasn't no easy ring back then, bro. It wasn't an easy ring.
This is whack, bro. It's whack. It's whack.
Yeah, whack as shit. All right, so you was talking about segueing into the next topic. Let's go ahead and do so. Everybody thought it was a pretty good chance that Demarcus Cousins would land with the LA Lakers. Brian went there. We knew that Brian was trying to get some folks to come with him. He allegedly reached out to Kevin Durant, got curved on that. It happens sometimes, Brian. It happened to the best of us. But when Demarcus Cousins didn't land there, I mean, I guess.
By a guy,
I guess. Go ahead. I guess. We expected Boogie to land there when Boogie did not. And then PG did not. Boogie did not. It ain't looking good for Kawhi. the Lakers was like, okay, we got to make moves. They was just snatching up questionable pieces, LaParis. Folks said, I was like, oh, no. I was like, Lance, JaVale. It was just, okay, so they threw another, I guess you could say, another head scratcher in there by signing Rondo. Now, first of all, let me back up, LaParis, before we talk Rondo signing with the Lakers. I felt like Rondo played phenomenal for the Pels in the postseason last year, and the Pels decided they wanted Elfrid Payton. So Rondo was at that situation where he had to go somewhere. Sometimes you got to tuck your pride and eat bologna, and he goes to the Lakers. The question I have for you is this a good fit, LaParis? Is this a good fit? Rondo? With Bron?
I want to say I don't know. Now,
you know.
I got to ask you a question. I don't know if this is a good fit. But wasn't it an issue with, I could be wrong, with Rondo and Ray Allen, because Ray Allen went down there and joined LeBron?
Yeah.
In Miami?
Yeah, that's a little bit different, though.
But, no, my question is, was the issue with Rondo was that Ray Allen joined LeBron, or was it that he joined Miami and they was going against Miami? Like,
yeah, it was because it was essentially the same thing Kevin Durant did. Like, they got beat by Bron, and he said, you know what, I'm going over there too. Like, I like what they got. I mean, for what it's worth, though, I think these situations are a little different. I mean, it don't look like Rondo had a choice. Like, what was, you know what I'm saying? Who else was knocking at Rondo's door? And the Pels that replaced him, essentially.
I think Rondo would have got a landing spot, Spade. I think Rondo would have got a landing spot somewhere. Now, I think people respect Rondo, his high basketball IQ, great facilitator, a defensive guy. We are, a vocal leader. I didn't want Rondo to leave the book. We had the Celtics on the ropes before Rondo got hurt.
Playoff Rondo was a legitimate thing.
Yeah, man. And it was because of Rondo. They were and I'm talking about on the rope, about to be knocked out, and then Rondo got hurt. And I felt like last season when the Pels had Rondo and they went against the Blazers in the playoffs, I felt like Rondo leadership elevated those guys.
I agree.
So you can understand the sign of why LeBron would want a guy like a Rondo. But the problem is they got a guy like Lonzo. Now I know Lonzo Ball is not the leader, not the vocal leader, not the defensive guy, and not the all-around leader, floor general like a Rondo. But they basically the same guy. It's like 10-9-9 or 10-8-8 these guys average.
Yep.
Basically the same guy.
Yep.
Now, it's also reports that Rondo was told by the Lakers that it would be an open competition at the PG.
Yep.
What is going on in LA?
Yeah.
What is going on? I don't know if it's a good fit. If the Lakers can make it to the playoffs, I feel like Rondo is an asset because you know what you're getting from Rondo. You're going to get toughness. You're going to get defense. You're going to get a floor general, a vocal leader. You are a facilitator. But I still don't have any shooting. I mean, they got Hart. Hart is a solid shooter. They got Kuzma. Kuzma, a rookie, but you assume he's going to get better. I don't know what the Lakers is doing, man. I feel like they just kind of in panic mode and just being
That's
like,
what I
okay.
think.
Spade, you said something to me off camera earlier in the week. You said, man, I feel like this is the situation like when Kobe with Artest and Kobe with Matt Barnes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, those guys was going at it so much that they respected each other, and Kobe was like, yo, bring them over here.
Yep.
And I agree with what you said with LeBron saying, you know what, me and Rondo done had wars against each other, and I respect Rondo. Bring him over here.
Same with Lance.
I asked you my last question to you, Spade. I asked you off camera. I said, do you think Magic is busting these moves without hollering at LeBron first? Now, it's reports that LeBron has not spoke to Walton at all yet. Didn't speak to him at all. But I asked you, do you think Magic is hollering at LeBron before he make these moves? And I think he is. And you said what?
I think early on, I don't think he was. At this point, yeah, I mean, you probably ain't on the phone with Brian like, Brian, should we do it? but you at least running it by Brian because, I mean, damn, the whole idea when Brian came, he clearly, I don't know if it was said verbatim, but in his reaching out to this guy and reaching out to this guy, it was obvious that Brian wasn't that satisfied with the roster that was there. He made it obvious that he wanted other pieces there other than what was already in place. So it got to be some dialogue there. It got to be. I don't remember what I said when you asked me that, but it's got to be some dialogue. Is that what I said? Probably not.
That's what you said.
Oh, okay.
You said that he's definitely talking to LeBron.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
because
I
mean, you could have been short-winded, but we know Spade like to talk a lot.
Yeah, I want to talk so much. Let me get back
I just don't know. I don't know what the Lakers doing, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what people telling me. Go ahead.
Spade, they put potential rosters up.
Yep.
They lineup. I mean,
Yep.
excuse me. They putting a potential lineup up, and it says something like, I can't think of the what's the center name? Can't think of the center. You know what I'm talking about?
Mo Wagner.
The dude they just dropped.
Yeah, Mo Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner, Kuzma, LeBron, or however you want to do it. Maybe you want to have LeBron at the 4. However you want to do it. And Ingram at the 2, and then Rondo. Spade. Look at what are we doing? What is the Lakers doing?
Okay, so here's the thing. People was tweeting me, LeParis, and they were saying Rondo can really help Lonzo go to the next level. And I got a hot take for you. As hard as we was on Lonzo about his shooting, his rookie year's numbers are better than Rondo's numbers until his 3rd year in the league. The things that Lonzo need help with is shooting. I don't know that Rondo can offer that. Now, I'm not saying Rondo's not a smart player. I think Rondo's a hell of a player, even though not the player he used to be. I think.
And I gotta jump in real quick, Spade.
Go ahead.
I gotta jump in real quick. And you said that people tweeted you and said that Rondo can take Lonzo to the next. I'm gonna tell you why that's not true. Because you can't teach heart. You can't teach heart.
Whoa.
And regardless how Spade, I'm saying it. Regardless how people think about feel about Rondo, Rondo has heart. It was times, Spade, we watched the Lakers play last year, and I like Lonzo, but it was like, yo, Lonzo just going to sit in court. People was assuming that Lonzo didn't care, that he cared more about other stuff than basketball. You can't teach heart. You can't teach heart. Spade, we had a conversation with one of the guys in the party, and we had a conversation with one of the guys in the party, and one of the guys, I forgot who he was talking. I don't know if he was talking Lillard versus Westbrook, or I know the guy was Westbrook versus somebody. I don't remember the other PG it was. But they was like, oh, I'd take this guy over Westbrook. And I said, give me the guy with the heart. I want the guy with the heart. Give me that guy. I'm not saying Lonzo don't have heart, but at times last year, for whatever reason, it looked like he didn't want to play, like he kind of looked like he was on his Whiteside shit. You know how when Whiteside want to play, Whiteside is phenomenal. He's a great center. But some days you look at Whiteside,
most days
you be like, yo, what is he doing? He just don't want to be out there. And that's what I got from Lonzo, at least last year. Maybe this year be different.
I disagree.
But you can't teach heart. Go ahead.
I disagree. But, I mean, ultimately, we're saying the same thing. Now, Rondo at this point, it should be said, Rondo's saying all the right things. Rondo said he don't care about whether or not he's the starter or not. He feel like it's a win now situation, which obviously the Lakers don't. The Lakers feel like it's a win next year situation, which is why they gave all these bombs 1-year deals, because y'all ass is going to be gone next year. But Rondo feels like it's a win now situation, and he's eager to get in there and help Lonzo. Now, the things I feel like he could probably help Lonzo with is probably being more vocal, but at the same time, I kind of agree with you. Now, I'm not going to agree that Lonzo don't have heart. I'm not going to let you do that to my half brother.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying some games. Some games.
I think he's a more laid back person. I don't think that'll change. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like,
but what that got to do with your play, though? It's cool to be laid back, but what that got to do with your play? Some games, I'm telling you, I'm not saying to the extent of a Whiteside, but some games, he just looked like he didn't care about being out there. That's how it felt to me.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. People was telling me, oh, Spade, you tripping. This is a great pickup for the Lakers. And I was like, how? Like, LaParis, I be convinced that people ain't watching the same stuff I'm watching. If you look at Bron, on the teams he's had success on, it's been a stretch big. Hey, Kuzma can shoot. I like that. It's been some guys who can somewhat create off the dribble, i.e. Young Wade or Kyrie. That could be, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know who that guy is on their team
maybe Brandon Ingram. That's why people say him at the 2.
Okay, maybe
Because Caldwell Pope is a 3D guy.
Maybe Ingram, maybe even Lance if he, in those moments. Lance is a moments guy. He looked great this moment. The next moment, you wonder how he got to the league.
Yeah, he's a bonehead. Yeah.
And then also, he's surrounded by a bevy of shooters. I don't see that here. Now, I looked up KCP's numbers. KCP actually is a pretty good catch and shoot guy. I'm cool with that. But if you got Lonzo and Rondo, they the same person on the court. And I'm not saying that, and I always make sure I follow that up by saying this. I'm not saying they are at the same level. I'm saying their skill set. They both have good court vision. They both can crash the glass and get boards.
Yeah.
And neither one of them scare opposing defenses with their jump shot. It don't matter which one of them guys is on the court. They're going to double off of them for LeBron. They're going to take the risk of either of those guys making a shot before they give LeBron a favorable defensive matchup. It's not going to happen. So I don't see it. Magic is a great player, was a great player, is a great basketball mind, probably can see further than my eyes can see. From my eyes, I don't see this being a good pickup. I don't. I told somebody the other day, it's like having a Suburban and buying a Yukon. Or it's like having an Impala and buying a Caprice. Like, I don't understand what you want both of them for. I don't see it. That's just how I feel about it, LaParis. We can move on now.
I don't know what the Lakers is doing, bro. I think I keep saying this because I need to look it up before the next show. But I think it's a rule that you have to spend a certain amount of your cap. So that's why I feel like they like, you know what, we ain't about to get. It don't look like they about to get Kawhi. Now it's rumors that Kawhi don't want to play with Bron. Kawhi would rather go to the Clippers. I don't know what's. You know what? A lot of people be saying a lot of things about Kawhi. They be saying a lot of things about Kawhi, saying he's a weird guy, he's this and that. I'm starting to believe this crap because I'm starting to believe you would rather go to the Clippers than play with LeBron. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird situation, man. I don't know what the Lakers doing, and maybe they just, like you said, getting ready for next year. So they signing all these guys to these 1-year deals. I don't understand the Rondo signing. I feel like you pretty much got, I agree with you, the same guy, Rondo and Lonzo. Like I said, I understand Rondo's leadership, like in the playoffs and floor general status and all that. But I just don't know what the Lakers is doing. And maybe they just saying, you know what, let's just sign these guys to these 1-year deals. Next year, all these guys are going to be going. Then we can make some big moves and get the guys we really want. That's what I feel. But we can move on. Interested to know what the Lakers fan, because it seems like it's a lot of. It seems like it's a lot of Laker fans, more than I can ever remember before.
Make sure you tell them to weigh in. Hey, this is the show that I really want y'all to weigh in. Help me see the light of the Rondo signing, because I honestly feel like they just got another Lonzo Ball on the team.
Spade, do Rondo start the season?
No.
Is he starting PG's?
No.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be honest, that was BS. I think they just told Rondo that. I think it'll be a media shitstorm if you bench Lonzo Ball. I really do.
Spade, is Kawhi on the Lakers
this year? Hell no.
The season start?
Hell no.
Oh, another rumor I heard: Dame Lillard to the Lakers. Is that got any weight?
Oh, I think that got some weight. Cause look, you and I have long said at some point it seemed like
his ass off.
Dame been actually throwing a little extra fuel on the fire. A long time ago, you and I said at some point, I think, and it's sad to say, but at some point, I think Portland gonna have to make a decision, CJ or Dame, because it seemed like they get in each other's way. And I think Portland could get some assets to help put around whoever they keep, which in this case would be CJ. And I think Dame takes his team to the next level. So I'm just going to be honest. But we can move forward.
Okay.
Laker fans gonna like that one.
Everybody know me. They know I'm a Chicago Bulls fan.
You are?
Stop it, Spade.
I didn't know that, bro. I thought you liked the Nets.
Stop it. Anyway, come on, man. The Nets don't play in Jersey no more, bro. But anyway, listen. The Kings made an offer to Zach Lavine. Kings offered Zach Lavine 4 years, I think $80 million, something like that.
78.
And the Bulls had 48 hours to match.
Yep.
Spade got right on the horn. Everybody was tweeting me. LaFavis, look at this. Laughing out loud.
I wasn't laughing, bro. I was making sure you was all right. I was concerned about your well-being.
I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci.
All right.
So the Kings made the offer, and people was like, I seen people, they was tweeting me. They was like, yo, the Kings, I like what the Kings are doing. Kings going to have Fox, Lavine, this guy, Bagley, Willie Cauley-Stein, this guy, all these. And I'm like, Spade hit me. Spade hit me like, what do you do? Do y'all match? And before I could even answer Spade, the Bulls came out and was like, we matching. Spade, Zach Lavine, 4 years, $80 million.
Don't throw this on me. Tell them people what you said when I asked you that. What you say?
Spade, what did I say?
I
know what I said. I said,
go ahead.
I know what I said. I said I felt like we have to match. We have to match. We gotta re-sign this guy. I think Zach Lavine is 23, 24 years old, man. And the way the NBA be throwing money around, like you looking at $20 million. I think that is too much money for Zach Lavine, but I understand the purpose. I understand it because why would you trade Zach Lavine to let the main asset of the trade go? You gotta match this deal, man. So I'm not mad at the Bulls for matching this deal. Do I like 4 years? $80 million? No. But if I was reading correctly, I think they put like an injury clause or something in there about Zach Lavine knee. I think Zach Lavine, he played pretty solid at the end of the season. After, it usually take you like an extra year after a knee injury for you to be fully yourself again. So I think Zach Lavine would be back. But you gotta keep this asset. I also wrote on Twitter, good, we matched the deal for Zach Lavine. Now we can trade his ass back to Minnesota for Jimmy Butler, who don't want to be there, who we'll talk about later. That's what, look. Trade Zach Lavine back to Minnesota. Get Jimmy Butler back.
It's about time you told the damn truth, because that's what you said. You said if we give him this, I hope their contracts match up where we could trade his ass back to Minnesota and get Jimmy Butler back. That's what you said.
Yep. I mean, but we had to match. We traded Jimmy Butler, an all-star player, for Zach Lavine. If you let him walk, that would just be dumb. Which is not far-fetched from our front office. We know how Gar and Pax do. We've been hashtagging fire Gar and Pax for like 6 years. So they had to match. I understand why we match. Go, Spade.
Let's talk about it. This offseason right here this wasn't a good free agency year. And I didn't know it at the time when we went into it, but I did some research and found out that it was well documented. Before we went into the free agency period, it was folks saying this isn't a good year to be a free agent. The money is not out there. It's not a lot of money out there. And some of your players are going to get snubbed. It was a guy that actually came out and said he called Boogie's name by name. He said some of your players like Demarcus Cousins is not going to get the offer that he would normally get in this free agency period. It is not a good year for free agency. That being said, that makes this deal terrible. This is a terrible deal for Zach Lavine in this year. He is a one-sided player. Zach Lavine is perennially a minus defensive player. He don't play defense. That's fine. That's fine if you go put the right pieces around him. He shot 38% from the field last year, which isn't great. Not terrible. Not great. Shot 34% from deep. He only played 24 games. Here's the deal, yo. You gotta look at Chicago like this might be crippling them. And I guess you gotta blame the Kings for putting this offer out there, and Chicago pretty much had to match. But I think it cripples them. I don't think it's a good deal at all.
They kind of pulled up what the Nets been doing to teams for a couple of years now. They kind of pulled that move on us.
Yeah, man.
You know how the Nets was out there signing restricted free agents, and teams felt like, I mean, the Nets, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they sign Otto Porter? Didn't they sign Crab? And then they ended up trading for Crab. So you can trade. Like, so, I mean, they offered these guys and teams.
And Tyler Johnson. Don't leave Tyler ass off of it.
Oh, yeah. And Tyler Johnson.
They jacked us up with Tyler
match.
Johnson. Right.
Yeah. So I felt like this was the move. Like, I mean, the Kings probably really did want Zach Lavine. But I felt like this was one of those moves like, yo, we about to offer Zach Lavine. Let's see if these guys match. And, I mean, like I said, we didn't have a choice. We had to do it. We traded Jimmy Butler and Zach Lavine. And I love Chris Dunn. I don't know why the Bulls don't like Dunn. And the crazy thing is, I think Dunn is playing in our summer league. He about to play in our summer league against Dunn like a 3-year player. It's crazy. But, you got to match for the main piece. Lavine was the main piece that they got back in the Jimmy Butler trade. You got to match, man. You got to match.
So, I got to ask you this. And I actually called it off wrong. The only people who weren't perennial all-stars, like everybody who got bigger contracts was perennial all-stars other than Aaron Gordon. But check this out.
Yeah, okay.
What in the world was the king? Like, let's suppose Chicago. Now, here, on the Chicago side of things, they said that they was hoping that question marks over his injury would cool off the market. Obviously, I just said this wasn't a great free agency year. And this guy only played 24 games coming off a pretty substantial injury. They was hoping that was going to cool the offers. And then Sacramento just pulled up and said, nah, we about to drop the bag on him. But Paris, what the hell? I don't know what Sacramento was thinking. De'Aaron Fox is in his second year. The kid, I know it's early, but I've been watching some summer league games. The kid looked like he's here. Buddy Hield is still at that point where he's still...
Spade, I think you are the only one that like Buddy like that. Like, they see Buddy... They don't see him as, in my opinion, they don't see him as a starter. They see him as a backup guy that can come in, hit some. This is what I think. Why would they keep getting guards? Why?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, they got Bogdanovich, the other guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
what that mean?
I don't understand.
What you trying to say?
I'm saying that I don't. You are still high on Buddy Hield.
I'm not necessarily high on Buddy Hield. I'm just saying, what was the plan gonna be? To start Lavine and bench Buddy?
Yes.
For this money? For that amount of money?
Yes. Yes, Buddy will be. I don't even think Buddy might not even start for this team next year with no Zach Lavine. It's gonna be. Let me see. As it stands right now, I see Willie Cauley-Stein at the center, Bagley, Fox, Bogdanovich, and maybe the Justin Jackson guy.
That's fair.
That's what I see as they starting lineup. Buddy's still going to be going. And I don't think people see Buddy Hield as a starter. I don't.
Maybe.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. We seen guys come off the bench and cook. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, we seen guys come off the bench and cook. Yeah. I don't think people in the league see Buddy Hield as a starter.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Because what we're not going to do, that's what we're not going to do. You're not finna come
bro, Buddy Hield had a solid season last year.
Yeah, I know. And it ain't like he's peaked out. He hasn't peaked out. The kid's still getting better, but we'll move forward. That's fine. If y'all just want to hold Buddy down, you can hold Buddy down. Let's move forward, bro. This is going to be a long-ass show, and these people got stuff to do. They at work, I think. Maybe.
They ain't got nothing to do.
I just looked over here and realized that my camera is mad. Oh, there we go. My camera was mad blurry. I don't know how long that's been happening. Anyway, let's move forward, man. Speaking of Summer League, I just talked about that, how well De'Aaron Fox has looked in Summer League. We saw something in Summer League the other night that if you know about one of these guys, you wasn't too shocked to see it. It was a little bit of a scuffle. Now, it wasn't to the magnitude of flying knees by Thon Maker, but we did see two guys get in a scuffle, and they was both hit with a tech. I'm talking about Atlanta Hawks rookie Trae Young and Utah Jazz rookie Grayson Allen. Now, these two guys right here kind of got tangled up. It looked like, oh, okay, just a basketball play, and it just kind of kept going. Like, neither guy was willing to let it go, and the blowover was split, which was crazy. Myself, LaParis, a few others was on Twitter like, you know what? Grayson Allen gonna catch the right person one day and somebody gonna really piece him up. And I was getting pushback from folks like, what are y'all talking about? This is just a regular basketball play. If anything, Trae Young initiated this, and I was like, what? And maybe our perception is changed because Grayson Allen gets in these types of scuffles and things all the time. Now look, when I was a kid, my dad had this thing. If it walked like a duck and it make noises like a duck, it's a duck. It's not a coinky dink that Grayson Allen stay getting tangled up with people. And he stay getting tangled up with people that he's either bigger than or that he know ain't going to do nothing, which is most of the guys in the current NBA. LeParrish, you saw the play. I saw the play. Who you feel like initiated the play, bro?
Bro, I want to say this too.
Uh-oh.
Another thing, you cannot be like, oh, it's much to do about nothing. It's like Grayson Allen is guilty because we seen this from him before. We seen this. Like, when you continuously get locked up, like, go to jail, like, them charges, oh, you can't say, oh, I never did it, and you got 13 offenses. Like, it ain't your first offense, Grayson Allen. So, Trae Young did the rip through that KD made famous. Mm-hmm. You know, they used to call it like a shooting foul. They don't anymore. It's just a common foul, regular foul. We see numerous guys in the NBA do this. Mm-hmm. Grayson Allen put his arm over Trae Young's shoulder and locked. Trae Young did the shoulder strut.
All his weight on him, bro. His weight on off the ground.
Yeah, man. Trae Young did the shoulder shrug, like, get off me. Did the get off me. And as he was getting Grayson Allen off him, Grayson Allen, with his head down, lunged into Trae Young midsection. Mm-hmm. I don't like Grayson Allen. I don't. And the crazy thing is, people know I don't like Grayson Allen.
You don't know that
when
guy.
Grayson Allen, I think the first game in Summer League, Grayson Allen had like 11 points, like 8 rebounds, and 8 dimes. It's Summer League. Relax. People were tweeting me like, oh, Grayson Allen almost had a triple-double. Relax.
Did they tweet you after this game?
Yeah, they was tweeting me saying, oh, yeah, look, Grayson Allen showing his toughness.
Did they tell you he was 2 of 13 in that game? He was 2 of 13
Oh, they ain't tell me that.
I didn't think they would.
They just spoke about his toughness. But let me tell you something about Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen does these shenanigans that he's been doing since college because Grayson Allen feels to himself he's not good enough to compete with these guys straight up. That's why he do it. And I'm gonna tell you what else. Grayson Allen puts me in the mindset of a Spade. You want to know who he put me in the mindset of?
Who?
Psycho T. Tyler Hansbrough. Remember Tyler Hansbrough in college? If I'm not mistaken, Tyler Hansbrough, he might have won. Somebody going to correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all know I'm not a college guy like that. College basketball guy, let me say that. But he might have won like National Player of the Year in college. But Tyler Hansbrough knew he wasn't good enough. He wasn't athletic enough. He really didn't have a position in the NBA. So he used to do these crazy shenanigans and created this persona like Psycho T. He was always hitting somebody, bumping into somebody, falling on somebody, bloody nose, just all type of shenanigans. And he found himself out the league because everybody was like, he's really not good enough. And Grayson Allen puts me in the mindset of that. He's always in this type of bullshit. Every time something going down on the court and Grayson Allen is on the court, it's Grayson Allen causing the shit. And I'm tired of it. I wish this was the old NBA because people would tighten Grayson Allen up. It's a new NBA. People don't want to get fined. People don't want to get suspended. So he's probably going to be all right. But I wish this was the old league. I want somebody to tighten this dude up. I don't like Grayson Allen, bro. I don't like him.
Bro, I think he's a hooper. I don't think it's a winky dink that he gets in these situations. I don't. But I think he's a hooper. I don't think that he thinks I'm not good enough. I think that he truly believes that this is moxie. This is grit. And apparently he's got people tricked. If you talk to the coaching staff at Utah, that's what got him drafted. They say he's tough. He's gritty.
I cannot wait till he go up.
It's only like 3 guys in the league that'll still throw a punch. And 2 of them centers. He ain't never going to get tied up with a center.
I'm talking about just play-wise. He's going to get exposed. He's not good enough to go up against a guy like in the West, like Paul George, Kawhi. Now you got to deal with LeBron. What? I cannot wait. He's food. He's going to be food. And people was telling us that he might start at the 2 guard for Utah, and they was going to move our boy Donovan Mitchell to the point.
That won't happen. That won't happen. I don't know why people
wish they would put this guy dealing with guys like, man, I wish they would put him. Man, he's gonna get exposed, bruh. People love Grayson Allen though. They was tweeting me like a mug about Grayson Allen. They love this guy. I don't like him.
It was a quote.
Tripping guys and falling all in the crowd, and I don't like this guy, man.
Trae Young had a quote after the game. I don't know if you heard it. He said, "This is not the first time Grayson has gotten tangled up with someone, but it's not the first time or the last time that I'm going to get tangled up with someone. It's going to happen. This is the NBA. It's going to be a physical game. Grayson is a physical player, and I'm a physical player." I think for Trae Young, who's been struggling since he's been in the summer league, as much as I like the kid, I still think he has no idea the difference between a good shot and a bad shot. Like, he thinks every shot is a good shot. I think he know he's struggling. He know the spotlight's on him. And he saw this as Grayson Allen trying to show his grit and kind of earn a stripe on his chest at the expense of Trae Young. And Trae was like, look, I'm already shooting bad. I got Atlanta saying I ain't welcome to strip clubs and shit. I'd be damned if I let this white boy come kick my ass out here. That's what I saw from Trae Young. Like, I know what we not going to do. I might come out here and shoot 3 or 16, but you not finna push me around on this court. And that's what I saw from Trae Young. And for people to hit me up like, Trae Young initiated this, I'm like, that's not necessarily what I saw. I can't tell you what you saw, but that's not what I saw. I saw same old Grayson Allen, like, look at me, I'm going to earn the stripe, I'm gritty, I'm physical. Everybody knows when you tie a person up in that triple threat, they going to do that rip through. And like LePere say, it used to be a rip through into a jump shot, which I think Trae was trying to do. And Grayson Allen hooked on this man's arm and his feet was off the ground. Can you hold a grown ass man? Can you hold a whole person on your arm? Because I couldn't. And I was like, holy shit, he trying to break this kid back or something. So, yeah, I would have pushed back too. I don't know. The parents, let's move forward because
I don't like Grayson Allen, bro. I don't like Grayson Allen.
Why?
And I know people want, because of all the shenanigans he pulled in college, kicking folks, tripping folks,
okay, I got a question.
Kicking people in the groin, and I know people want to say Draymond because that's going to be Draymond kick people, and I got a problem with Draymond do that too. But you want to know, Spade, let's just go. I don't like Grayson Allen, bro.
I got a question that I think is a fair question. Long after his career was over, Bill Laimbeer said he played with that edge because he knew he wasn't as good as other players, and he wanted to earn his way onto the court.
Yeah.
We respect Bill Laimbeer. Can Grayson Allen earn your respect? If that's what he does to make himself earn that spot on the court, if he's good enough at it, can he earn your respect? You respect Bill Laimbeer. I know that for a fact.
I do.
Bill Laimbeer 2.0.
No, I don't like Grayson Allen, bro.
Wow. No. I don't know if that's fair, bro.
No, I don't like Grayson Allen. No.
I don't know if that's fair.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And the league is different. The league was different back then.
Oh, that's true.
Hey.
That's true.
The league was way different back then. Like, crap that are flagrant twos getting people kicked out was common fouls back then.
That's true.
Yeah, get Grayson Allen out of here, man.
Okay.
I cannot wait. Moving on. It's on me? Yeah, it's on me. Speaking, y'all know I'm a Bulls fan, like I said before. Spade, we kind of been talking a lot of Minnesota Timberwolves, too. It's more news come out of Minnesota that Jimmy Butler is fed up with Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, and Andrew Wiggins. And it's also reports coming out there that Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins will not re-up with the Minnesota Timberwolves if Jimmy Butler is still on that roster. Spade, what in the hell is going on with the Timberwolves?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I don't even know whose side to take.
Tibbs got to go, bro. Tibbs got to go.
So
he got to go.
Bro, I don't know whose side to take. You got Jimmy saying that the younger teammates, they don't take it as serious and he don't like their approach to the game and he fed up with them. You got Wiggins saying he don't like his new role. That's really the only thing. The only problem Wiggins seems to have with Jimmy Butler is he's getting his shots. KAT, on the other hand, kind of got an issue with Jimmy. Don't really know why. I don't know if it's because KAT felt like I don't know. Ain't nobody over there happy The result is subpar basketball. I think we both can admit that Big Cat was disappointing in the postseason last year. This past season, he was disappointing. If I'm Jimmy, I'm disappointed. I'm fed up with Cat. I'm fed up with what Cat brought. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you what people saying, bro. They said Jimmy Butler's a no-nonsense guy. He shows up early for practice. He stays late. Man. He gets it in. And you got video of Big Cat playing Fortnite all hours of the night, not remembering what team they even got to play the next damn day. And when you don't bring it on the court, it looks bad to your teammates. Now, look, somebody else might be playing Fortnite all night too, but it don't nobody know. But if you not bringing it to Jimmy, who's in the look, he at the practice arena, he know if you there or not. Shit, I mean, you got to come in the same damn way he came in. If you there, he gonna see you.
Yeah, and Jimmy seemed. We know what Jimmy is a guy that wasn't a high draft pick. Mm-hmm. These guys, Wiggins and Towns, high draft pick, probably feel entitled.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler earned his. He earned what he became because he wasn't. People didn't see this.
That's a good point.
So he like, if I'm wherever I got drafted at and I'm in here working, these guys should want to be at least equal to or better than me, and these guys is nowhere to be found. I can understand that. And to create all this noise that's been coming out, and it's been the first year that Minnesota has made the playoffs in years.
Yep.
I don't get it. You make the playoffs, and now I don't get it. It's weird. I like Tibbs, but he got to go, man. Something is up in Minnesota. Like I said, I would love to have Jimmy back on the Bulls. The front office on the Bulls probably burnt that bridge. But I would love to have Jimmy back on the. He's a hard-nosed, gritty guy. You know what you getting from Jimmy Butler, man. It's also a rumor that Miami might be, in the sweepstakes for Jimmy Butler.
Let's go, Pat Riley.
I don't know, man. This is a weird situation, and it's been noise coming out of Minnesota ever since the playoffs ended. What is going? This the first year y'all made the playoffs. Y'all should. I'm gonna say this: with no Jimmy Butler, Minnesota do not make the playoffs. They don't. That trade, if Jimmy Butler not on that team and they still got Zach Lavine, we know Zach Lavine was hurt for half the year. Yep. They not making the playoffs.
Yep.
They not making the playoffs.
That's facts.
Jimmy Butler is the reason they made the playoffs. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota, bro. If it's how many Timberwolves fans is it? However many is.
I don't know, but that number's getting lower and lower. And I know a Timberwolves fan, and they hate Tibbs. They hate Tibbs.
I think it's time for Tibbs to go, Spade. I do.
Let's move forward, bro. This next segment I got for you, I think you're going to enjoy this one. Let me pivot my chair so I can get a closer look at it. I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but Tony Parker. Get used to seeing him in a jersey other than a San Antonio Spurs jersey. Tony Parker reaches a 2-year deal with the Hornets, 2 years, $10 million. And they said that he's going to play a pretty substantial role as Kemba Walker's backup. Wow. I don't even know what the hell my question to you is. Like, I don't even have a question. That's just the segment. Like, I'm mind blown. Tony Parker has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Hornets. And I'm trying to picture Tony Parker in a Hornets uniform. Now, I do want to say this. He said MJ is his idol. They got a coach that Tony played for when he was a member of the coaching staff in San Antonio. Everybody knows Tony Parker and Nicholas Batum, Batman and Robin. They like this. So I guess for that sake, it kind of makes sense. I just honestly didn't think I would ever see Tony Parker in another jersey, and I'm going to be honest with you. I honestly thought that was it for TV. It don't
make sense. Tony Parker is 37, 38 years old.
He's 36, bro. He ain't hit 37 yet.
By the time the season started, he would be 37, I think I read. But Tony Parker only played like 10 minutes last year for the Spurs. What do you think you really getting? I'm not saying you, the Hornets. What do the Hornets think they really getting?
A leader
from Tony Parker,
a veteran, championship pedigree.
They had Michael Carter Williams that they let walk. They could have had Michael Carter Williams back for probably the same amount of money. Tony Parker isn't really.
Michael Carter Williams ain't never won shit. What can he teach Kemba? Can he teach Kemba anything? No.
Bruh.
Parker could possibly teach him something, at least
the Hornets
mentally.
are not going to the playoffs. It's reports that Kemba is still on the block.
He not.
Everybody's still trying to get Kemba.
He not. He not going anywhere.
I
And this
just
team could
don't
make the
understand.
postseason.
I don't understand this move, man. How does this
I
make
like
the
it.
Hornets better?
I like it.
How?
I mean, Tony ain't gonna do shit on that court. Let me make sure I make that crystal clear. But I
So
gotta
then how
believe.
does it make him better?
I think he's a second coach. I think playing the point guard position, he's seen so many things and achieved and accomplished so many things. I think he can open Kemba's mind to some new shit. Even I know what you're gonna say.
You assuming Kemba's still there? What if Kemba be traded?
Kemba ain't going nowhere, bro. Where would he go? Where would he go?
Okay.
Kemba ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
That's the only plus I can see. Kemba can learn something from TP. Something. If nothing else, a few French phrases.
his next team that he go to.
Maybe how to say
bet he gonna
slide in my DMs in French. He gonna learn something.
He gonna be right and ready for the Knicks when he go to the Knicks. Bet. Thanks Tony. Thanks TP.
Tony Parker been in the league since he was 19. LePere said he'll be 37.
He said he want to play 20 years.
Woo.
He said he want to play 20 years.
Woo.
He like at 17 right now or something.
Woo. That's all I can say. Bro, we gonna talk no football on this show?
Bro, he not gonna make them any better. But you ready to move on?
Is it gonna be in the football? Because we about to end the
it's football.
With our top 5
Word on the street is Kam Chancellor is calling it a career. Kam Chancellor, if you guys didn't know, he one of the hardest hitters, one of the top safeties in this league. Kam Chancellor had a neck injury. You know, when you're messing with your neck and things like that, man, it's tough to play football when you hurt your neck. We remember how many neck surgeries Peyton Manning had. Never really was the same guy again after all the neck surgeries he had. Yep. Kam Chancellor decides to call it a career spade. I want you to talk about that first, Kam Chancellor. And secondly, I want you to answer, is this the end of the Seahawks? And what happened to all them Seahawk fans? It was a ton of Seahawk fans.
They cheered for Golden State right now.
Non-existent.
They in my mentions talking about picking out Boogie Cousins was a great move. Them same guys.
Oh, bet.
Them same guys. But no, obviously,
so the Seahawk fans done migrated to Golden State. Bet.
Yeah, it's just a little trip down the road. It ain't too far. But Pete,
bet.
I think this is terrible. It's terrible for the Seahawks. I mean, it's terrible for Kam Chancellor too. Obviously, I don't wish injury on anybody, especially a neck injury. And you talked about how it impacted Peyton Manning's career. He throwing the football. Right. Yeah, you could take a hit. But I mean, for Kam Chancellor, a lot of times in the hits that he deliver, he gonna feel it in his neck. So yeah, that's gonna change his game. However, here's the weird thing. He's calling it quits, but not really though. Because he technically can't retire. He could retire. He would be a fool to retire. For those that don't know, Kam Chancellor had a deal signed that had like insurances for his injuries. He was going to collect this money even if he was injured. He's got 2 more years on that contract, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I'm not lying. Let me pull this up. But at any rate, if he retires, he's leaving about $12 million on the table. He's not going to leave $12 million. Yeah, he's got 2 more years. So here's the deal. It's written up in his contract that even if he's injured, he's entitled to that money as long as he's around. They don't have to put him on the 53-man roster. They can keep him on the PUP list. He's going to essentially be on the PUP list for 2 years and get $12 more million. So, yes, it's over for Kam Chancellor. And unfortunately, I mean, why am I saying unfortunately? I don't give a shit about the Seahawks. But it's over for the Seahawks, LePez.
It's been over for the Seahawks.
It's been over.
They didn't give
That's what I
Marshawn
wanted you
the
to
ball.
say. Well,
it's been over for the Seahawks since they didn't give Marshawn the ball on the 1-yard line versus
that might actually be the start of the collapse of this great team. I think you might be right. I agree.
That was it right
there.
Look at
everybody that's gone.
Like just
Bennett gone. Sherman gone. I mean, it's a completely different
Earl Thomas want to be gone. Earl Thomas ran in the tunnel to the Cowboys and said, "Come get me." Like, when have we ever seen that before?
And here's the funny thing. Earl Thomas is waiting to be paid, and he says he wants to be paid like the best player, the best safety in the league. And I don't know if it's going to happen. If you Seattle, the last time you paid one of your safeties like they was the best safety in the league, look how that turned out. You got 2 more years of paying a guy that ain't even going to suit up. So now they kind of scared to spend like that. The offensive line is atrocious. I think they're going to be a bad team. And I think they got some good pieces. But that Seahawks team, that Legion of Boom, that 12th man going to be pretty damn quiet.
And that division getting better. You look at the Rams. You look at San Fran.
Yeah.
That division getting better.
That 12th man going to be pretty damn quiet.
That was like a
guarantee.
Year, that used to be like a guaranteed 6 wins for Seattle. Not no more.
Nope.
Not no more.
Nah.
You look at the Rams. They got Demarcus Cousins. They still got to get Aaron Donald, but they bust the trade for Marcus Peters. They got Brandon Cooks. You look at that team.
They got
Todd Gurley, who Spain said the best back. Golf got better. They got a solid tight end.
They got rid of 7 and 9 shit.
I mean, that division is different now. So, man, look, man, them not giving Marshawn that ball at the one pretty much was the writing on the wall because everybody just seemed to feel different. Like, I'm talking about the team just seemed to move different and they wasn't on the same page like they used to be. They always spoke about team and camaraderie and all that. That seemed to be non-existent when they didn't give Marshawn Lynch that ball. That's what it seemed to break it up. And now, where is all them Seattle Seahawks fans? Where y'all
I'm telling
at?
you where they at, bro. They in my mentions talking about we just got Boogie Cousins. That's what
crazy.
they telling me.
Before they was talking about Boogie Cousins, the Seattle fans was Laker fans saying we just got LeBron. Then Boogie went to the Golden State and they was like, oh, we just got Boogie.
Them Seattle fans been over there since they started shimmying their way to the finals. They in the Bay, fam. They in the Bay. They in the Bay. Bro, is it time to do what I think it's time to do?
Yes, it is. Let's move on.
Last segment of the show today, folks. This is going to be our top NFL safeties. Let me tell you, LeParis, while we're doing this show.
Spade came up with this decision to just bunch the safeties in together. And this has been the hardest list I ever had to make because it's just so many good safeties. It's hard to do this, but Spade decided, let's just bunch them all together. He said, let's just bunch them all together. I said, whoa.
No, you did. You like, okay, that's a good idea. Listen, while we doing the show, bro, we got a tweet from Lil MJ39 who said, I think y'all should do top 10 safeties to compensate for the people who switch back and forth because I think it's unfair to narrow down to just 5. Hopefully I got to you before y'all start recording. Lil MJ, you did, but you didn't. Like, I read this while we were recording. Putting the safeties, all the safeties in the top 5 was my top 5 worst idea ever. This shit was terrible.
It was a fail.
Terrible. And it
was pretty bad.
Lil MJ, the only person who realized this was a dumbass idea. When I said it on the show last week, LeParis sat right here and said, okay, let's do it, okay. And I was like, LeParis, why didn't you
said it's going to make it harder. I said it on the show. I said on the show it's going to make it harder.
I ain't hear that. All I know is this shit right here was a problem. We're going to attempt to give you our top 5 NFL safeties going into the 2019 season. This is a combination of a few things, y'all. It is based off what we've seen. It's based off the eye test. It's based off a prediction of what's going to be. And this was hands down the toughest shit I've ever had to do. I would rather do geometry than this, okay? I do not feel confident in my list at all. LeParis, you on the hot seat, bro. Give us your number 5 and why.
If you got an honorable mention, I want to say this. I want to say we're doing tight ends next week. Next week will be tight ends, so we get ready for that. Do not put your top 5 tight ends in the comment section. Don't tweet us your top 5 tight ends. We're doing that next week. But we just letting y'all know we're going tight ends next week, and Julio Jones will 100% be in my top 5 tight ends.
Definitely. Damn list. Do the list. Go. But give me your number 5.
At number 5, well, I want to start with my honorable mention. My honorable mention at number 5 is a guy that should be on this list, but because of injury, and he's been injured the past couple of years, and I asked Spade, I said, "Yo, are we really willing to say that this guy's injury prone now?" And we was like, "Yo, we might got to start raising the eyebrow." So he made honorable mention. If he bounced back this year, he would definitely be on my list in the next year. My honorable mention is Eric Berry. Eric Berry, only reason Eric Berry, I mean, he's just been having these nagging injuries. We already know he was dealing with cancer. He beat that. I feel like Eric Berry, if you can beat cancer, whatever football injury this guy, aside from like a neck injury like a Kam Chancellor, Eric Berry should be able to bounce back. So he's my honorable mention. At number 5, I got a guy who's also injury prone, but I think we'll have a bounce back year. Would be I'm hoping end up on my team. But at number 5, I have Earl Thomas, Spade.
Wow.
Good cover guy, a guy that sees the commands, the back half of the secondary, puts everybody in the right position. Earl Thomas is my number 5 safety. Earl Thomas.
Okay. That's cool and all that. That's cool and all that kind of stuff right there. Okay. Listen, man. This is tough. I want to start off. I want to preface this thing by saying I don't have Eric Berry on my list for the first time since we've been doing this show. I think Eric Berry is a top 2 or 3 safety in this league if he's on the field. He's also not a spring chicken. Eric Berry about to be 30 years old. And I don't have him on my list this year. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right, so I want to start with my honorable mention. LaParis was upset with me that I even mentioned this guy. He said, "You cannot have this guy on this list." Blah, 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 blah,
bro,
blah.
I said, Spade, if you want to say what I said, say what I said, bro. That's not what I said.
You didn't say I can't have him on this list.
I said you can't have him on this list of the top 5 overall safeties. But
that's what this list is.
Position-wise, he is definitely on the list. Come on, bro.
Bro, I was getting to that damn part, but you cut me off. I'm about to start doing you like they be doing old girl on that show. Stop interrupting me.
Molly?
Stop interjecting.
Molly out here?
Nah, I'm tripping. But anyway,
terrible.
I got Keanu Neal as my honorable mention. I know the guy hadn't been in the league long. I think his impact on the field is major.
He's amazing.
Major.
I agree.
Major. Like, I'm damn near ready to put him in this. First of all, this is the last year that we're going to mix free safeties and strong safeties together. It was a terrible idea.
They're never doing
and
this
I'm
again.
disappointed in everybody but Lil MJ. All the rest of y'all, I'm disappointed in. LaParis, I'm disappointed in you. Because you just sat there and didn't say it was a bad idea. Lil MJ,
bro,
the only damn person with some sense
on this show for dumb long.
That's a bad idea, too.
You won't allow it.
That's a bad idea.
No,
too.
that's a great idea.
That's a terrible idea.
If you want to put this dumb idea together, I'm gonna let you have it. This is the type of crap Spade do.
Now that's
but
immature.
he don't want to do O-line.
That's immature.
Before the show, he said we should just do it as the top 5 O-linemen. No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't.
I was just joking when I said that. At number 5, God, this is tough. This guy right here, man, I've been tough. Back when we used to split this up, I was tough on him about not getting a lot of interceptions. He never really has gotten a lot of interceptions. He will, however, tackle anything moving. And at number 5, I'm giving my top NFL safety going into this season to Eric Weddle. No rebuttal? I ain't like that. What that mean?
I like Weddle. I don't have a problem with Weddle. He didn't make my list, but I don't have a problem with him.
All right. So now I'm going to give you my number 4. My number 4, this dude right here. Look, man, this guy came out of nowhere. But again, his impact on the field can't be denied. At number 4, this is tough. But let's go out to Tennessee, man. I'm giving mine to Kevin. How do you say this? Bayard? Bayard?
Bayard.
Bayard?
Bro, don't disrespect homie. Don't disrespect homie.
Listen, man. I can say that a variety of ways. Bayard. Is it Bayard or Bayard?
Bayard.
Yeah, that. Hey, somebody gonna come for me and be like, Spade, how do you have this guy? I know, trust me. I said to myself, how the hell can I have this guy over Keanu Neal? How can I do that? But I'm looking at his numbers, and I'm looking at that team, And I think he's going to have a big year this year. Who the hell else going to make a play out there? So I got him number 4 on my list. I got him number 4 on my list for that reason. I'm not happy about it.
At number 4 on my list, I got a guy.
This was a terrible idea.
That's a leader. Say it again?
I was just reiterating that this was a terrible idea to mix these safeties. Terrible.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. At number 4, I got a guy that is a leader. I feel like he's a good cover corner. I feel like he's a great guy tackling wise. I feel like this guy should be on your list. I don't know if he is or isn't, but I feel like at number 4, the number 4 best overall safety in the league, you got to put a guy like Malcolm Jenkins on your list. Malcolm Jenkins, I have at number 4. Now, of course, he do play for Philly, which I'm just disgusted with Philly. But Malcolm Jenkins, I think, is a top 5 safety in this league if we were combining them all together, which we are. So at number 4, give me Malcolm Jenkins at number 4. At number 3, I got the guy that Spade got at number 4. Kevin Byard. I think this guy is show a tremendous growth from last year, from his rookie year to last year, and I expect another big year from this guy again. Spade. You look at Tennessee, and you look at that. I mean, I think they got a rack post still. They got like a good linebacker, but I mean, this guy right here took a huge leap right here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he led the league in interceptions. I think he had 8. This guy is a ball hawk, playmaking, tackling safety. And I think, yeah, man, this guy is he's an amazing safety. Kevin Byard is the number 3 best safety in the league.
Okay. I should mention that I don't have Jenkins on my list. I'm gonna catch hell for that. It's all good. This was tough, y'all.
Yeah, because you don't understand. To put it together.
Bro, you really getting pleasure out for the one mistake I've ever made in our friendship. That's terrible, bro. It be your own people.
You have made numerous mistakes.
It be your own people. Listen, man, at number 3, last night I was streaming and we was just throwing names out, and I was like, I don't want to give y'all my safeties because we're doing that on the show tomorrow. And somebody threw this name out, and I said, dang, when you combine free safeties and strong safeties, I don't know if this guy's still top 5. I know he just recently had an injury, and I started doing my research. I was like, damn, even with the injury, he's been like a staple in the top safety, so I should at least go take a gander and see how bad he was when he came back from his injury. To my surprise, he came back from his injury like a man possessed. I said, holy shit, he is still top 5. So at number 3, man, let's come down to Dade County. Trey 05, MIAO. Rashad Jones is a tackling machine. He led all safeties in tackles, all DBs in tackles. He hit anything moving, and he makes plays. He recovers fumbles. When he recovers fumbles, he don't just dive on them shits. He'll scoop and he'll score. He makes plays. Rashad Jones, I got him at number 3 on my best overall safety going into 2019. I would like to reiterate again how terrible of an idea this combining of the safeties were. As I go to the number 2 spot.
Y'all got 3 safeties, though. Dolphins got 3 safeties.
Bro, don't worry about what we got. Y'all need 1. Y'all ain't got 1. Who you got? Barry Church? Y'all bad. Listen, man.
Bro, Barry Church don't play for us no more, man.
I don't even know who y'all got.
Jacksonville or somewhere.
Oh, okay. That'll work, too. At number 2, this one right here. Look, man. This is tough. Last year, I think I had this guy number 1 on his side. I got him number 2 overall. I got Harrison Smith as my number 2 overall safety. And I just think that this guy's a playmaker, man. I mean, granted, they got some other pieces out there in Minnesota that helps. They got a front 7 that provides pressure, and it all works together, but that's not a fault of Harrison Smith. I expect him to pick up right where he left off, at the end of last season. He's still going to be flying around, ball hawking, making plays, and he will tattoo a receiver coming across that middle with his head not on the swivel. If you can still do that. I don't know. That might be illegal in the current NFL. I don't know. It's flag football out there now. But I got Harrison Smith at number 2.
At number 2, I agree with you. I got Harrison Smith for all the reasons you said. Okay. Harrison Smith, I seen this guy. I mean, he's another guy he's a ball hawk. This dude catch interceptions, a big time hitter. You can put him in the box, like guys like that. And I mean, like he is a bad. And you right. He got a great front. He got great corners.
Not his fault.
But that dude make plays out there, regardless who there. That dude make plays. Harrison Smith, I have as my number 2 safety in the league, and at number 1. Now I might catch hell about this, but I don't know, Spade, and I might catch hell. At number 1, I had this guy number 1 on his side last year, and I said this guy right here can potentially be the best safety in the league, and I think he's there right now. And that's none other than Landon Collins. Landon Collins, and I know somebody want to say, "What? The Giants was trash last year."
He was.
Yeah, exactly. They were trash last year. You know who was the one bright spot for the Giants? Landon damn Collins. He was the one bright spot for the Giants. They couldn't rush the passer. They couldn't tackle anybody. But Landon Collins could. That dude made plays. One thing you know about the corners, the Giants' corners was bad. Landon Collins is a playmaking, tackling, hard-hitting safety. And for that reason, I have Landon Collins as the number 1 safety in the league. If I could have any safety right now in the league, it probably would be Landon Collins.
Yeah, I mean, I got him for the same reasons you do. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest. The only reason why I got him over Rashad Jones is his youth. I mean, Rashad Jones is getting older. You got to assume he's going to slow down a little bit. But just like LePere said, man, he made plays. I mean, he forced fumbles. He recovered fumbles. He tackled everything moving. He's one of those guys that'll get assisted tackles. If somebody's locked up with the carrier and the carrier ain't going down, Landon going to come make sure he go down. And I just think he's a hell of a hell of a safety. I think he's the best safety in the league, and I think he doing all of this with bad pieces around him. I mean, not only is he having to lead on the field, bro, he got to talk to Eli Apple, dumbass, about some of that crazy stuff he's doing. And I mean, he's a lot is being thrown on his shoulder at a young age. But I do want to double back to my number.
The Giants holding him back.
I would buy some of that too.
If you look, they can't. The Giants they were so bad. You can't even bring a guy like a Landon Collins in the box and blitz him because he got to make sure he the last line of defense back there. He had 0 sacks last year. And you mean to tell me Landon Collins can't get sacks? Like, if you bring him off the edge, he should be devastating. He would be devastating. So they can't even afford to do that with him because of what the Giants is out there working with. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I think Landon Collins can have 5-6 sacks a season as a safety.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, bruh. But
wait. Was Rashad Jones on your list?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not, bro.
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Was Malcolm Jenkins on your list?
Hell no, Rashad Jones better than Malcolm Jenkins. Now look, I got some question marks on mine. I'm looking at Eric Weddle like I could have easily given that to Jenkins. You could argue that. Rashad Jones, 122 tackles, a sack and a half.
Is trash.
What that got to do with? What that got to look?
What you mean?
The Giants was trash, and you got Landon Collins number 1
because he a beast.
All right. Let's wrap the show because what we're not gonna do is disrespect.
Ain't no dolphin making my. You know what? Every list we had so far, you had a damn dolphin on it.
I did not have a dolphin on my running back list, bro. Relax,
bro. You had Drake honorable mention.
I did not have him honorable mention. I said he's somebody to keep an eye on.
I know you spoke on the damn dolphin every time we had a list so far.
I didn't know that was forbidden, LePere.
If I see Sims on your list, I'm raising hell. I think y'all tight end name Sims. Shit. Listen, you ready to wrap the show?
I guess, especially if you're going to have that little attitude you got. If you got the attitude, go ahead and wrap this shit right now.
I'm interested to see you guys. Top 5 safeties. All night.
This was a terrible idea, y'all.
It was terrible. It was tough, too. That's what made it tough. Now, Rashad Jones would have made my list if we would have separated this joint.
Who did you say our tight end was? Wait a minute. Wait. Who did you say our tight end was?
Ain't it Sims? Some guy named Sims?
It's Julius Thomas.
Trash. But I probably could have put Rashad Jones where Earl Thomas is. Earl Thomas is coming off an injury. But I like Earl Thomas better than Rashad Jones.
That's trash. That's a trash take.
Spade, before I close the show, you got anything else to add?
I feel like I do. Hold up. Listen. I will be leaving town this week, folks. I am going back to Vegas to catch some Summer League games. I told the whole world last year that Donovan Mitchell was going to be the truth before the rest of the world knew it. I look to do the same thing this year. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to scout talent with my exceptional scouting ability. And I'm going to come back and let you guys know the real. What you mean, bro? I did.
Listen.
You a hater.
Spade, why are you even going to watch Summer League? The NBA is over. Golden State in... Shout out to Kel. Shout out to Markel. Golden State in 12 minutes. They win it in 12. 12 minutes.
I keep telling you. I just dropped my little tinkering toy. I keep telling you, it is not a given. Look, Golden State gonna win anyway. But I'm still keeping an eye on Boogie. Boogie gonna show his ass. You watch and see.
Okay. Listen, man, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. Y'all already know, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about every topic that we talked about, especially the Lakers. I want to know the Lakers and y'all safeties. Leave that in the comment section down below. As usual, if you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. It's a little bell up there. You can click that bell. You get a notification to your mobile device to let you know a new episode of Strong Arm Sports has been uploaded to YouTube. If you don't want to see two dudes arguing in a box, we got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes, soon to be on Spotify. We about to be everywhere, y'all. We about to take over the world. Can't thank you guys enough for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.